Good morning. You just heard Anne talk about Ascension, and today we are going to make a craft that will show Jesus going up to heaven. The end is going to look like this. For this craft today, you'll need quite a few supplies. You will need a paper cup. I did not have a paper cup, so I am using this red plastic cup. You will need a piece of paper, just any kind of paper is fine, a pair of scissors, some tape, some markers or something to draw with, and some sort of string or ribbon or thread. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to try to make this cup look a little bit like heaven. If you have a paper cup, you can use your markers and draw directly on it. I wish I had a paper cup, but I don't. So what I'm going to do is cut my piece of paper so it kind of fits on the cup a little bit better. It's a little too tall for my cup right now. So I'm just cutting part of it off, and I'll set that aside. I'll take a look and say, well, that's about a better size. You want it to be the paper to just cover up the cup. Now, I have markers over here, and when I think about heaven, I think about clouds, big fluffy clouds and a blue sky. So I'm just putting some fluffy clouds on mine. You don't have to do that. You can decorate heaven to look however you think it might look. Once you've decorated it, you're going to tape this paper onto the cup. It's a little bit tricky, and you might need a helper because you can see it's hard to get your fingers to do all the things to make it tape into place. Once you get the first side taped, though, then it's easy to get the other one around. And your other piece of tape, so that we have a more heaven-looking cup. So we have our cup like this. Now, I have already put a little cut in the top of my cup. You will need a grown-up's help to do this. Just let them know that you need a space in there that you can pull a ribbon through. So I made that cup before we started this video. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make my Jesus. In my example, I just drew a little stick figure Jesus. If you have a printer, you could have somebody print a picture of Jesus for you, but you can draw your own picture. Or for this one, I just wrote Jesus. What I'm going to do after I've got my Jesus and I have my heaven cup, I'm going to take my string. Now, I'm going to measure out a piece of string that's maybe 1, 2, 3. About 3 lengths of the cup long, and use my scissors to cut it. It doesn't have to be very precise. In one end of the string, I'm going to tie just a little knot. That will help it stop at the right place. Now, after you have your string with a knot in it, you're going to want to take the end that doesn't have a knot and put it down into that space you made in your cup. Now, the space I made is really tiny, so I'm actually going to use the end of a pen to just help start that string down there. Once you get it started, you can reach into your cup and pull on that string. It's hard to get a good grip, and pull it through. Mine makes a weird noise because of the string I'm using. Hopefully your string isn't that loud. Now, I'm going to make another hole in this paper. I just poked it with a pen. You could get a grown-up's help with that too. And poke your other end of your string through and tie it. And just like that, you have Jesus here. When you pull the string at the top, you can see him going up towards heaven. Just like that. So, I hope you enjoy making an Ascension craft, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.